I am Cynthia.
And I'm Larry.
We're really looking forward to having you at the next painLess workshop. We're laughing a little bit because we've had to record this a few times already. You know, this morning we woke up in Cincinnati with incredible weather. I mean, it's just beautiful outside. We could hear the birds chirping, so excited about all the new little birdies that they're bringing into the world, and the temperature's just right, the sky is clear, and it's just a beautiful experience to take that in. But if you struggle with chronic pain, the first thoughts you had might not have been those sounds of the birds or the beautiful weather, but instead whether you have what it takes to make it through the day. Well, we want to help you in the very near future begin to shift your first moments around to life arising instead of your scope continuing to close down.
You know, there's a lot of research going on about pain right now. We've come a long way from the times in which we thought there was an injury and we automatically experienced pain to understand that the injured part sends messages to the brain makes kind of decisions, and how that brain makes those decisions and what happens in those signals. Also, how is it that we can experience pain in a limb that no longer exists, or the fact that the brain seems to remember about an injury, and even though you can do a movement that would not create an injury, if it's similar to one that did, the brain will warn you with pain.
Yes, so it's really come in an interesting full circle where we have to just really take in the fact that the person, me, Larry, you're a whole person. Your brain is really not separate from the rest of your body is not separate from your brain, but we have to have approaches that address all aspects. Literally, your plastic brain is remade by pain. Then in turn, that starts to remake your body parts through the protective movements that you do. So we want to unravel that process and use that plastic brain to not produce more pain, but now to start to produce confidence and ease, to begin to create a way that you can move that does not exacerbate old injuries or patterns, or maybe even some actual malformations that have happened, say, for example, in your spine. We can learn to do that. And we're going to start with movements that are quite simple, almost like you wouldn't think they're movements, because movement really just begins with, say, breathing.
Right. Yeah, very small movements, subtle movements that begin to train us and teach us our neural system how to respond to the world around us in a different way. Also, we're beginning to learn that we have a little more power, maybe more control over our pain than we once thought. We've worked with a lot of people. Every one of them that had pain discovered that they could use their own mind to increase the pain without a single minute of training. They just knew how to do it. Well, as a result of our work together, they began to learn how to use their mind to decrease the pain and experience life more fully.
Mm-hmm. So it's not enough to have treatments alone for some people. Some people really need to learn to engage with themselves in a new way. And this is not a fault of their own, it's just the reality. Everybody is different. And also the pacing needs to be different from each person so that you can begin to learn to be your own authority and how you can produce an easier, more pleasurable life that is organized around potential instead of organized around difficulty. So we'll build off of these mind movements, if you will, and then these very subtle physical movements, which really mind movements and physical movements are the same thing, and we will talk about that because they really are not separate. So we'll begin to develop those, and then we'll go into things that are a little bit gradually more about training yourself for, say, how to get up and down from a chair, or how to create a neutrality in your spine or your knees, or other movements that'll start to get you on your way. You'll leave the workshop with plenty of things that you can do and an idea of maybe where you want to go in the future to help yourself.
Looking forward to see you. Hope you can join us.
Thank you.